Fox News has published its latest poll on Donald Trump's approval ratings and also how the public feels about the impeachment and removal process. And this is a poll that Trump isn't very happy about. In fact, he raged about it on Twitter. We'll share that in just a minute. But first, let me give you some of the results. According to Fox News, 45% of voters approve of the job Trump's doing. That's actually up from 42% in late October. It's kind of shocking. Over half, 53%, disapprove. That lands the president almost exactly where he started the year, as 43% approved and 54% disapproved in January. Now let's get to how people feel about the impeachment. The same poll finds that 50% want Trump impeached and removed from office. 4% say impeached but not removed, and 41% oppose impeaching him altogether. That means that 54% of voters think that Donald Trump should be impeached, right? So a majority think he should be impeached, and so he didn't like that. He had a salty tweet about it over the weekend. He said, "The Fox News poll, always inaccurate, are heavily weighted toward Dems. So ridiculous. Same thing happened in 2016. They got it all wrong. Get a new pollster." So I have more results from this poll, but it's just amazing how easily, and look, he can easily brush things off as fake news because fake news does exist, right? I mean, there are, as we know from recent news stories that we've covered on this show, there are bad faith actors, dishonest actors who put fake information out there. They knowingly, intentionally, maliciously post things, publish things that are false because they have a political agenda. So they're helping someone like Donald Trump brush things off as fake news.
Yes, I am not as terrified about the number of that as you. I still think most people are good if flawed and biased and come at things from a particular point of view.
Oh, your day will come, John.
Oh, I'm sure it's coming. But yeah, the heavily weighted towards Dems. First of all, no, it's not. And second of all, why would it be? Why would Fox? Why would you watch Fox 14 hours a day? Why would they do that? What would be the objective of that? To produce polls that are biased against him, that the vast majority of their hosts are never gonna reference on air anyway. What would be the point of doing that? And by the way, if I could teach everyone one thing, it's that when you see the results of the poll, do you know that you could get more information if you want to? You can get the actual exact questions, the exact data. You can get the crosstabs on it. You can get information on exactly how it was weighted. You don't have to trust Donald Trump on that. You can see exactly how it was weighted.
Yeah, exactly.
But nobody does that.
Nobody does that. Well, one person who should probably look into it is Kilmeade, who is also shocked by these poll results. Let's take a look.
According to the latest Fox News poll, support for impeachment is holding steady, with 50% of respondents saying they favor impeaching and removing President Trump from office.
And just keep in mind too, the Fox poll came out and I was stunned by this. It says 50% of the country want the president impeached. I was stunned to see that that's the number because I thought that things were trending away, although the president's approval rating did tick up in the same poll. So it's almost like a split personality.
So this, look,
why did you believe it was trending away? Because the president tweeted it? Fox News comes out with polls every week. You can probably get them emailed automatically to you when they're done. Why did you believe that crazy thing?
So look, famously, you and I disagree about the importance of polls, right? Like you seem to like polls more than I do. And part of the reason why I don't like polls is because there are inconsistencies in polls all the time. And oftentimes the polls that get the most attention tend to be like the results are within the margin of error. So you don't really learn anything from it anyway. It could go both ways.
You learn it's close.
Okay,
that could be useful information. Yes, so look, one other thing I wanna say about the poll though is, so it's holding steady. I think everyone should be frustrated by that because all of the information coming out, all of the witnesses coming out, whichever way it was gonna move, it should have moved in some direction as a result of that, but it didn't. And that scares me about the way people go to the news and their willingness to like be affected by it. But more importantly, it's that 41% that say he shouldn't be impeached at all. Because honestly, if the crime that he is alleged to have committed, what percentage of Americans don't think that someone doing that should be impeached? If it's your political opponent who did that, should he be impeached? That's gotta be above 90%.
Right. Well, okay, so here's one other result from the poll that I thought was pretty interesting. So again, this is the same Fox News poll. By a 60 to 24% margin, voters say it is generally wrong for Trump to ask leaders of a foreign country or foreign countries to investigate political rivals. So the majority of Americans find this problematic, yet a smaller portion of the country thinks that Donald Trump should be impeached and removed for doing this.
Yeah, well, yeah, you could think it's wrong, but not to the level. I think that that's wrong.
It totally
I think it's one of
jeopardizes
the
our
worst things you
democratic
could possibly imagine.
Like it's one of the worst things you can do, right? I mean,
in terms of a precedent that the president is allowed to set.
Yeah.
If you care about the validity of future elections, this should scare you more than other. I mean, we can disagree about whether other things he's done are more immoral or damaging to human rights or civil rights, things like that. But in terms of democratic norms and confidence that you can have in future presidential elections, this is just about the worst thing that he's done.
Thanks for watching the Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.